Well, hello, Virgo. Hello, hello. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to come in the room. I just ran up the stairs trying to come back in. Virgo, we're going to go ahead and do your reading. We're going to take our time with this reading because I have not been live since last week. So we're going to see what's going to come out here for you, Virgo, in particular. Hey, Anointed Hands. Hey, Kiana. So let's go ahead. Let's get into the reading. We're going to see what's going to come up here for you, Virgo. Like I said before, I am going to take my time with this read. Give me a second. I am going to pull another set of cards as well. Let's get to your astral cards because we have the eclipses tomorrow. So we want to see what's happening with that. We want to see what's going on with that. So this is going to be for the collective of Virgo. And of course, you guys already know some things will be different depending on your rising sign. You guys already know that. Virgo Mundo 89. Hello, how are you? I know you changed your name. I do know who you are. I remember your thumbnail. How are you? Hey Ellie. Hey D. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get into the reading. This is going to be for the collective of Virgos. Let's see what's going to come out here for Virgo. Virgo. This flipped. Let's see what we got, y'all. Blood moon. This is crazy because this is actually what's happening right now. I think it just passed, or is it coming? I think the eclipse is a blood moon or something like that. Or was that or is it a full blood moon coming up in Virgo? I don't remember, but this is going to be happening this month. Crazy. Let's look and see. Oh, is it tomorrow? Okay. I can always count on anointed hands, honey. That's one thing I can count on y'all, okay, to be knowing. Because like I said, I went through a few astrology, and I do know that they mentioned this, but I did not put the date down, and that is my fault. Look at what is showing. Beginnings, endings, emotional cleansing, and a reset. This is the destruction of the old. This is unexpected situations. We're going to clarify that, right? It's shadow work, maybe being triggered. I feel like the moon actually brings this type of energy up, regardless if it's good or not, right? You can literally cry on any kind of moon, and like you're just, for some reason, you don't even know why you're crying, right? So for some of you, that could be what's happening. But this literally says a new beginning. Now, let me go ahead and show you what is showing at the bottom of the deck, which is the earth element. Earth element is stability, it's the physical world, it's practicality, it's being rooted and grounded. And this is what's coming out with the blood moon. Do you guys need this? Is this something that you guys need? Okay. I feel like a lot of you guys need something to feel stable. Okay. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's your emotions, we talked about that there, whether it's finances, a home, you need to feel stable in some area of your life. And so the earth element is about to bring you back down, right? It's going to make you feel a little bit more comfortable and steady in your physical world, because technically, physically, for a lot of you, you have been out of whack. Things have been out of control. And, it's been very unexpected. Sometimes, for some of you, you haven't been able to call, one day from the next, right? That's something that I see. Something else just turned over. Let's see. Libra energy. This is ruled by Venus. This is so good. What is Venus trying to do for you here, Virgo? You guys already know Venus is the home of comfort, but it's not just that, right? Libra is talking about balancing things out. And we just talked about that here with this whole new beginnings. Like, in order for something to begin, something has to end. And I will say it's the things that have, Ellie, that has caused a lot of chaos. I believe that's the thing that is going to end. Okay. Now, Venus here is, of course, Libra is ruled by Venus, and these are the things that you guys could be experiencing: love, balance, sweetness, peacefulness, the diplomatic energy, partnership. And there's other things outside of that, which talks about, for some of you, indecision. Okay, they always say Libra is the indecision sign. I guess. I don't know. Charm, beauty, and the truth. Okay. Now that's something that I'm seeing here for a lot of you. And like I said before, I feel like this is going to happen in both realms. So for a lot of you, if you haven't been in relationships, long-term relationships, this is not a psychic ability thing. This is just something that we've been seeing anyway, right? Like I feel like you guys are going to be in connections for a lot of you that's going to end up being long-term. Libra does talk about karma. That's the scales of justice, right? So I feel like it's going to be karmic connections you guys are going to enter into. It's going to be a balance connection for some of you, balance, or trying to regain balance in some relationships that you guys have. It is the seventh house. This is making sure if you guys sign contracts that it's fair to you and them, right? That you get the proper share when it comes down to your business contracts. Like whatever you sign, you get a good deal of the bargain as well. And that, again, like I said, that goes into relationships. If things have been out of whack, prepare for it to be more stable and grounded. This is the balancing act. When one scale is too far, leaning over, that means something is being neglected. And I feel like for a lot of you, something has been neglected, or it's just, unfortunately, it was just the way of life for you. So I love the fact that the universe is recalibrating things for you here, Virgo. And some of you could be either dealing with the Libra, something can happen during Libra season, or you can have Libra in your chart. Okay? Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is going to be for Virgo. There it is. This is crazy. You guys also had Leo. You guys can have a Leo that you're dealing with. Let me just say that right now, since it's here. You could be dealing with a Libra or a Taurus. Okay. Venus is dealt with two different signs, Libra and Taurus. We see Libra came out. And then Leo could be someone that you're dealing with, or it could be in your chart. Okay. Or this could be the two signs that are going to have the biggest impact on you. That means, what do I tell you guys? If you are watching tarot, you should not be watching tarot if you do not know your chart. And it's funny because I have people in my comment section all of a sudden, and they weren't even making comments. And all of a sudden I start saying that, they're like, there is nothing has been happening for me. And Virgo sometimes being petty. I'm like, baby, I don't even know you, first of all. And then second of all, if you've been watching me long enough, you would have heard me say that you need to know your chart, right? Make it so much easier. Help me help you. That's how I have to say it, right? Help me help you. Okay. You have a lot of Venus in your reading. Okay. And so again, we're going to go back to the things that we talked about here with Libra, which is Libra is actually recalibrating. This is the reason why you're feeling this new beginning. And for a lot of you, and I'll say this is just reality. Before you actually get out of something that you're in, you may get triggered first. It could be a little rocky. It could be a little challenging, which is the reason why the shadow work came out. But that's, you can't, birth hurts, right? If anyone has had a baby, you understand that giving birth is painful. But then when a baby comes, it's like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. And that's the energy that I feel here with you, Virgo. That's what a lot of you are going to be experiencing. So here with Venus, what does it say? Again, love twice coming up for you. Talk about heavy love, y'all. Beauty, romance, art, harmony, relationships, attraction, energy. And some of you guys are in what is it called? Same-sex relationships, or this could be something new that you guys are going to be doing. Okay. Either way, I see love, I see beauty, I see wealth, money. Now, when we get into the tarot, we're going to talk about that. Like I said, I got to take my time because I have not been on in such a long time, so I apologize about that. So far, so good. Virgo, you guys have not been getting really good readings. Like, it's been okay. It's been okay. And remember, I'm talking about last year when I was pulling, some of you guys got so discouraged, you're like, I ain't coming back to Toronto. I'm getting tired of seeing that. But then you were experiencing it, right? Because the transits hadn't moved, the planets were still, aspecting some of your other planets, and it was irritating certain things in your life, and you're like, well, what the hell is going on? And now that we see that the planets are going to start shifting, look at the way the cards are looking. Look at where the eclipses are going to happen in your chart. Of course, if you are a Virgo sun, it's happening in your sun house, right? I guess, unless you're a Virgo rising, it's happening in your sun house. But what house is that? Is it the fifth? Is it the fourth? Is it the sixth? What house is it happening? Okay. Now here with Leo. Leo is giving you the confidence that some of you guys may have lost through this very weird, unbalanced, chaotic world. Especially Ellie actually said something very important here. She used the word chaos. And truthfully, that's what a lot of Virgos have been experiencing. It's been a lot for a lot of people who are not Virgos, by the way. I feel like the millennials have experienced it pretty heavy. I feel like there is, I would say millennials because I already know their transits. I already know what's happening with them. But I also feel like it's, those who were born in the 70s as well. Just depends on, what's happening in your chart, depends on your stelliums and all the other stuff. But like I said before, I definitely see that there's about to be more so a confident booster for you. You're going to have more pride in what you are able to possess, as we saw earlier with the earth element. And then also when it comes down to Leo, that's your appearance. So now you're looking good, you're feeling good, but that makes so much sense because Venus talks about beauty. Isn't that crazy? Because here Venus talks about beauty and love, and then Leo talks about a sense of pride and confidence and ego, your expression of yourself. Are you changing something with your hair? Are you changing something with your body? Are you exercising? Are you changing the color? I see that even with your physical appearance, because again, we talked about what? The physical world. So it's not just with your money. Okay. It's not just about the money that you have. This is also about your appearance. And so you actually feel that this is a part of it. And this is so crazy. I picked up this card here with Leo, and then Supermoon came out. And what is it saying? Literally, it's saying positive changes are ahead. That was the first thing that I looked at. I usually don't even look over it. And that was the thing that I saw. And again, I still feel like it's going to be a very emotional time for you because, again, a lot of you have experienced, things that have not been so great, right? You're coming to a ending of a cycle. Let's get your last one here for Virgo. Let's see what's coming out here for Virgo. First house. Crazy. Just talked about it, right? What did I just say? First house is what? Your appearance, your identity, your ego, beauty, and your character. I really do believe that there's going to be something changing up with you. And you may not even be realizing it right now. Like for some of you, you could be like, I'm not even thinking about changing anything. But, by the time we hit July, all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I actually want to cut my hair. And the haircut is just crazy beautiful, right? The hairstyle is just amazing. All of a sudden you went to the doctor's office and you realize you've lost like 10 pounds. You're like, oh, I could actually get in this skirt. It's going to be something like that you're going to see about you. That's going to give you a lot of confidence. And remember, the first house talks about first impressions too. So this is people who see you for the first time want to think that you're beautiful. The people who see you for the first time are actually going to want to give to you because a part of Venus is really about the giving energy and really about comfort and wealth. Like I said before, I don't know. I feel like this is people sharing things with you. Okay. Now, one thing that I don't like about this is Mars. Mars is a man, technically. Okay. It could be someone who is, because, one thing I can tell you through Vedic astrology, I have like an Indian astrologer I talk to from time to time. And that's one thing that he talks about, right? We have to know what your moon sign is. That way we'll know the type of person you're going to meet. Okay. Which is true. Mars is considered to be a dominant male energy, or there's, whether you have a same sex, there's going to be someone who you're going to be very attracted to because Mars is more so about the conquering. And so I do see that there's going to be someone you're very, very attracted to if they're not already around. Okay. Mars here is also saying your drive, being very driven to do things. Now, the reason why I'm not saying Mars the way I normally say it, because Mars is usually about war and anger. right? And I'm not saying that you haven't experienced it. I'm not saying that you may not ever experience it, right? But when I'm looking at this and looking at the rest of your reading, it's too much sweetness here for it to be for it to be too much bitterness. It's too much sweetness. And so, based off of what I see, I feel like it is more so a willpower, a driven energy, and also Mars is sex. So here you are with this love, you have romance, you have love, but what comes with it? Intimacy. Okay. So I don't see Mars as a fighting, warlike planet in this particular reading. It has happened. A lot of you have been trying to fight your way out of something. You may have had oppositions and stuff like that. Yes, I get it. And you may even be feeling impatient with the idea of things changing, but it hasn't yet, right? So all of that makes sense. However, this is going to literally drive you into a new realm. Okay, so there's a lot that's actually happening here from what I'm seeing. Okay, be careful with this Mars and first impressions though, because this can, I feel like this can bring on jealousy. Your first impressions with someone it likes you a lot, but there's somebody in the room who don't like you, and you're not doing nothing. You just minding your damn business. Okay. And by the looks of this, that could happen. Not for everybody, but that could happen. You just minding your business and you're wondering why this person don't like you. And it's because everybody else does. And there's someone in particular that likes you that they may like. Or you're the one that's getting promoted. This is a jealousy energy to me. Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. Hey, Brittany. We're going to get into the reading. We're going to see what's going to come out here for you guys. Let's start with the blood moon for Virgo. Let's see. And you know what? What type of is this blood moon? Is that a full moon? I think it's full moon, right? Is it a full moon? I believe so. I think it's a full moon of Virgo. I do believe. All right. This is going to be for Virgo. Let's get blood moon energy. And it doesn't matter how it lands. This is how it lands. Let's turn it over. Boom. You got the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, a lot of y'all haven't been working. This is interesting. Okay, because first of all, there is going to be a new job. That's a fact. Okay, because you guys already know I read upright, right? But with it being in reverse, there was something dealing with your work that was not working. You get it? There was something dealing with your work that wasn't working. Whether it was someone at your job that was what? BITCH, because we already know here with the Queen of Wands, she's the one who brings the damn drama. There was some drama that you were experiencing in your work area. Whether it was drama with the fact that you did not have what you wanted, you didn't have the type of job that you wanted, you didn't get the type of promotion or something like that. Your work wasn't working. Don't know what that means. However, there's about to be a reset in that area. Makes so much sense because I do believe for some Virgos, a lot of Virgos I read for, they were having 10th house Virgo sons. Okay. There's about to be a change in your work and your career, which makes sense because, again, you got Venus here, and first impressions. Hello, nice to meet you type of thing. You get what I'm saying? So it's like when you meet the recruiter, when you meet this person, you're gonna have a really good impression on them. I don't know why I feel like it's a masculine, or this person is going to be masculine. I don't know. I'm just telling you. And it could also be a divine feminine, because if you think about it, you got all feminines here. So I don't know if it's someone who almost acts in a divine masculine. Usually when that happens, they assist you or they give you something, right? The same thing that we saw with Leo. It's like it usually doesn't happen with the divine feminine too much. It means that like there's this person that comes in and almost like rescue you, like a knight in shiny armor. That's like the type of energy that I feel. But it could actually be a feminine, okay? But it's more like happening in a divine masculine realm, okay? But you guys do have a new job or something like that I see coming up in here, okay? That's what I'm saying. And a lot of you, we got to talk about it. Got to do one card at a time just based off of this and what I see at the bottom of the deck. We're talking about working career, but I don't want to move too quickly without talking about love. One thing that I can say is that I've been reading for Virgos for a while, and I can tell you that you guys have not been in the best situations, particularly if you're married and living with someone. This is not talking about if you are dating. These particular cards is not talking about if you're dating. This is those who are in a long-term committed relationship. This has not been great. And for some of you, you're facing a reality. This is a reality check. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of reality checks, which is the reason why that shadow work card came out, because now that's what's triggering. This was supposed to work. Like, I married you to be with you for the rest of my life. We had children, we had cars, we had homes, we got this stuff together. And now I have to reassess. Now I have to start thinking about how my life is going to be without you. Okay. And a lot of you are in that position. And so you're sitting with your now soon to be ex-husband, ex-wife, and now you have to be like, okay, where are we going to be moving? When are you going to pick up the children? What time? Do we really have to go to court for this? But I do believe that in this relationship, someone is more of a drama king and queen more than the other. There's someone who did interfere in your relationships. I see that as well, whether it was with you or your person. It's been kind of problematic. But there's a new beginning, opening you up to something more healing, okay, and a life that is going to be a little bit more peaceful and balanced. But I do see that. Let's move on. Let's get to Libra for Virgo. Let's get to this Libra energy here for Virgo. Let's get to Libra energy for Virgo. One at a time, please. Okay, if 2 wants to come out, 2 wants to come out. That's why I see why 2 came out. You got the 6 of Pentacles. You got the 7 of Pentacles. This is crazy. Look at what's at the bottom of the deck. This is the reason why they pull both. You are about to have a transformation. The single people here, the people who are dating, single, your life is about to change. And it's funny because, again, Venus talks about the sweet things of life. Venus, I told you before, it's about someone giving something to you, right? Look at this, 6 of Pentacles. I don't know what you're going to get. It's going to be different for all of you because you could have a house of giving in your 5th house, house of giving in your 6th house. Someone could actually give you a job, give you a promotion, give you bonuses or grants, or recommend you in something. Someone can give you a ring if we're talking about the 7th house, which is what we're actually talking about. For some of you, you guys already know my 6 of Pentacles is the proposal card, by the way. You guys already know the 6 of Pentacles is my proposal card. So for some of you, you're definitely going to get proposed too. Do you guys see that? This card is showing people on their knees. But see, it's not just that card, right? I can see it outside of it. There has to be 2 or 3 cards that's going to tell me that that is a proposal. And for a lot of you, that's the receiving. So it's going to be different for everybody. And some of you, you're going to be received in more than one area, right? There's going to be a receiving of a ring and a receiving like a proposal, or receiving with a proposal for your job and all types of stuff. Because it's just the way your planets are sitting. This is the reason why life is so sweet right now. Now, and then the 7 of Pentacles that came out with it talks about what investment. I love that because that's long term. This is someone saying, like, you are worth that to me. You are worth my energy, my time that is spent, my investment, all of that. That's what you're worth to me. And so you are transformed, meaning you are no longer a single individual. You are a coupled individual. That is life transforming energy. Now, I do have to go and say this with your money. This is I love this so much because some of you work so hard on something, you're going to get something that you don't even expect. Remember, 8th house is death. This could be somebody else's money. And I've already mentioned that, right? I believe so. I believe that there is someone who could actually help. You could be taxes, or maybe it's I don't know. I mean, some of you guys, that makes so much sense, right? This is tax season. But again, maybe it's, taxes that you don't expect. Or remember, outside of the eighth house is dealing with taxes, it's other people's money. I don't know. Like it seems like there's somebody else that could be just giving you money for whatever reason. I don't know. Okay. But it's something that you did. You already put your time and energy into it. Seven of Pentacles. So it makes so much sense. Okay. And the seventh house, this is the seventh house dealing with interpersonal relationships with people. You've done something for somebody. This is what's so crazy because for some of you, you actually did something for somebody. And it's like you're getting rewarded for it. I'm telling you. All right, let's go ahead. Let's talk about the people who are married. Well, the death card, it is what it is. Is it a forever ending? Like I said before, some of you, I mean, the death card could be, and and the reason why I say is that forever is because how many people have I read for and they actually got a divorce and then like 6 months later, they're like, I actually want my wife back. It's just so true, right? I'm just saying what that card means. Let's go ahead. Let's get into the Venus energy here for Virgo. Let's get to Venus. For Virgo. I don't like the way that fell, but that's okay. Look at this Chariot card. This is the card that came, Two of Swords. That's a card that I flipped. Seven of Wands. This card actually was in reverse, but it doesn't matter. Some of you got a decision to make between two different people. That's interesting. Because I know that was like a theme last year. There's someone extremely charming coming into your world. You know what? I want to look at it this way. I don't know if it's necessarily a decision, really, about two different people. Some of you, yeah, it could be like that, right? I just don't have I don't have, as a Virgo, the wherewithal to deal with more than one person at once. I just don't. Okay, like I totally have ADHD. But one thing that I can tell you is just based off of what I see, I do feel like there's conversation about moving. Now, one thing I can tell you, if you are dating someone right now, or if you will be dating somebody very soon, there's going to be, I'm talking about this year, a conversation about moving forward, a conversation about living arrangements in particular. Now, we already talked about that with married people, right? I saw that earlier in the reading. But if you are dating, it's going to be a thought that is going to run through your mind, and it's also going to be a conversation. Now, I feel like the Two of Swords is kind of like, do I take this step? Do I take this step towards that major thing? Do I take that step towards like, making this next major move? Because that's major. And Virgos, I want to be honest with you, the Seven of Wands came up here, and it's like, I don't know, that maybe a little bit, it may kind of get you out of your comfort zone because the Seven of Wands is a little self-defensive, right? It's like, I don't know, I'm going to be out of my comfort zone. I don't know if this is going to be right. That's what the Seven of Wands is basically telling me. But I do feel, because I can tell by the combination of cards, it's talking about housing. I saw it earlier, and it's coming out now telling me the same thing. So I feel like there is this like overall energy about maybe moving into, it could be moving into each other's home, whoever that may be, or moving to that person's state. Because if you're dealing with someone at a distance, this is very well possible, where you're like, I really like this person. And like, but am I making the right decision with actually moving to the state? I don't want them to disappoint me. That's the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is that I don't want to make the wrong decision. Self-defensive, right? How do I protect myself from this mistake if I make the wrong decision? So I do see that it's something that a huge decision you're going to have to make based on love. That is a fact. Now, Venus also talks about money. So it's going to also have something to do with money as well. So, but I'm just going to tell you, the Chariot card came in the upright. I mean, it didn't even come in reverse. Oh, this could be also buying a car, by the way. Hello. I see housing and cars. I didn't even think that I would see that in your reading. Hello, Virgo. But outside of the physical things, because we talk about physical world now, that's the reason why I'm talking about more so physical things in this reading. But outside of the physical world, the Chariot card is saying you are moving ahead. That means whatever decision you make, you're going to make it and you're going to stand on it. Seven of Wands. Whatever decision that you make about moving forward in whatever direction, Two of Swords, you will stand on that. Dealing with what? Venus. Venus deals with what? Love, money, job, beauty. Should I get this surgery? Should I get this lip injection? Should I do whatever to look good? Is it the right time? That type of stuff, right? That's whatever decision you make, you're going to have to stand on that. Because the thing is, your person, for some of you, there's somebody in your energy who's going to surprise you again, like I said, with something that you do not expect, and they're going to spring it up on you. Unexpected situation. We sure did. We had that in Blood Moon. I was wondering what that was going to be, and it's not bad. But there's going to be someone who's going to spring something up on you, and I don't know if you're prepared for that. There's somebody, and this really does feel more so like a lover because it's Venus. Now, I'm not saying that it can't have anything to do with family dealing with money, but if somebody's going to spring something up on you, let's get the first house. Let's get it. We are going to do Mars too. I'm just curious to see what that is. Let's get first house here for Virgo. However it lands, this is how we're going to read it. Okay, that tried to come out. You got the some of y'all gonna get some beauty treatments. Some of y'all gonna be going under the knife. Okay, so you guys have the 5 of Wands in reverse, and you got the 4 of Wands in the upright. I told you it's something definitely deal about your home. Home is a body, right? 4th house. That's where your spirit resides. You have the 4 of Wands hitting the 1st house. Baby, you got some money coming up in here. This is the reason why y'all are feeling yourself. 1st house, you're feeling yourself, ego. You're feeling yourself. And this looks so good because, again, like I told you, I don't know where this is coming from. I gave you guys a little bit of the clues where this could possibly be coming from, but this looks good. For some of you, this is litigation because I actually see you coming together with people in order to win some type of case or win something. I do see that. That's the only thing that I see outside of everything else. I mean, could you inherit money through a marriage? You could. I mean, you could. You could actually be rich overnight when someone proposed to you, get married to them. But I mean, whatever, right? But I see it. So when it comes down to the new beginnings, I see a new home, 4 Wands, like I said before. But also remember the 4 Wands to like the people who used to read tarot back in the day. For some odd reason, I was always an outliner. I just never went off of that. I don't believe in twin flames. However, I do believe that part of what I'm seeing here with the 4 Wands does talk about a belonging, right? You have your home to go to, and there's someone in your home to go to. And that is what we see with the stability in the beginning part of the reading with the earth element. You see how we ended the way we begin? We talked about the chaos. We talked about the problems. We talked about all of that. And the 4 Wands is like, all right, we're going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and let them know that, no, there's no more chaos, 4 Wands in reverse. And that now they are able to do what? To bring more so this harmony back into life. No more conflict. You're going to avoid that. You're going to avoid those people, not even talk to them none at all, actually. Okay. There's going to be people going to be more cooperative because remember the 3 of Pentacles is what? Uncooperative energy. 5s are changes. You had it here, 5 of Wands. You had it here, 5 of Pentacles, baby. Hardship. So you see the chaos that you've been experiencing. Yes, this war, whatever this is with this Mars energy here. A lot of you are so impatient because you're like, I know it's coming. I know it's coming. I just can't wait for it to get here. You're about to experience change. 5-5 that it came out at the end of the reading. Going to change the way you even see yourself, really. Let's get the Mars energy. Wow. Look at this. You guys got the 2 of Cups. Woo! Man, those who are dating, there's gonna be somebody who's gonna rock your boat. Hello, Virgo. You even got the 8 of Wands in the upright, which is not bad. Look at this. I don't like the Eight of Wands though coming out with this Mars. This is making me feel like for some of you, this does make it feel like there is I don't know. This kind of feels like someone is like gossiping because this is like aiming something. Okay. So just be careful with that. Okay. I feel like this is fist blown being thrown in a connection here with the Two of Cups. But remember, that is coming from some people who are already married. Or if it's not physical, because we talked about the physical world, if it's not physical, this is verbally. Right? And this is the reason why there's a what? Separation and breakup. Now let's turn this in a right way, where the way it's supposed to be. Regardless if you are breaking up or not, you guys are still headed towards a connection. That's what's so crazy about this reading. A lot of you couldn't even trust the person you were dealing with. There was a lot of suspiciousness, and you should have been, because there was someone else that was in the reading. That's a fact. There was a third party. But those who are single, you are moving towards a partnership, a unified love here, and this person is extremely attractive, or you have a lot of intensity with this Mars energy. That is what I'm saying. Things are going to start progressing for you in such a really, really good way with money, career, all types of stuff based off of what I'm seeing here. This is what I have for you here, Virgo. Thank you guys. And be careful with your anger. As I do see some of y'all getting pissed off. I don't know over what, but I do see it. But that ain't nothing new for Virgos. We already know we got an attitude problem. But anyway, Virgo, thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you are interested in a personal reading, all the information is down below in the description box. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much, Juicy J. I appreciate it. I will see you guys back here tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.